there that could change hands. Let's go to Ann Webster, Nationals MP from Victoria, joining me live from Maryborough. Good to talk to you. And you wouldn't have had a chance to get across this latest polling, and you don't want to talk about polls anyway, but it's interesting that analysis shows now that, you know, it's not too much for the coalition to aim for victory, that if you pick off seats here, there and everywhere around the country, particularly if you can knock over a Teal MP or two, it's not beyond your reach.
Oh, look, you're singing my song. I'm totally with you on that, and I think that the coalition, as MPs and senators, we are fighting very hard for our communities. And you're right, I'm in beautiful Maryborough in my electorate, south in my electorate today, and it reminds me, standing right next to the Maryborough Heritage Railway, that we will not be railroading regional communities with radical renewable programs. What is happening in my electorate is an absolute crime, and I'm talking today with lots of people from Swan Hill all the way down, and I can tell you what, Labor is on the nose.
Well, this is why I think energy is such a big issue in the campaign. I've been talking about this for years, well, actually for more than a decade, but the nuclear option that's put there now by the coalition is so important, because not only is that about reliable energy, it's also about energy that we know can work. The renewables thing is an experiment. No other country's tried it. It's also about affordability. While nuclear will be expensive, we know the cost, whereas renewables, it just keeps getting worse and worse. And there's this aspect we're focusing on today where communities right around the country, Queensland all the way around the coast to South Australia, are arcing up about renewable projects. And you don't need as many of those if you've got dense nuclear generators around the country as well.
Absolutely. I was on farms down near St Arnaud this afternoon and talking with farmers, you know, on their harvesters doing their job, and he got off the harvester, this particular farmer, Barry, and he pointed to the wind turbines and where the VNI West is going, and that they as a community are absolutely intent on stopping it. And, you know, I was really pleased to see that Peter Dutton has come out and rescinded the Port Stephens promise of the wind farms. And, you know, in our regional communities, our number one job is agriculture and horticulture and tourism. And I can tell you right now, the VNI West and the WRL, all these massive transmission lines, do not beautify our regional communities. And people move out here because it is so beautiful. And they start up their farms, and, you know, there's so much going on here that is beautiful and amazing, and this renewable railroading is beyond ugly, and it's dividing communities, as I've talked to you about before, Chris, and yeah, I'm really worried about the future.
Yeah, the transmission lines are a hell of a thing. 28